Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LTV Productions. You're watching another episode of Speak Up. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. You can also subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. Now, let's get into these topics. Okay, I'm going to be going off the cuff. I'll probably have another video for you guys tomorrow of different topics that I wanted to speak on. I'm off the cuff because normally I have stuff written down and all that good stuff, but let me just speak from my heart and what I'm gathering from information. I don't want to put out any misinformation, but I think I have the gist of what's going on. 3 topics I'm going to talk about: Denise Richards and her husband. We're going to be talking about Jackie Christie and her daughter Chantel from the Basketball Housewives, and then Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner. We can start with Denise. Since last week, other things have been coming out in regards to Denise and Aaron and what was the supposed downfall of their marriage. I forgot who responded first. Excuse me. It was either whoever. I think Aaron ended up responding. No, it was Denise. Denise showed, trigger warning for you guys, Denise showed us a picture of her eye being blackened. You can tell it's not fake. So she alleges and accuses Aaron of abusing her. I don't want to trigger anyone, but I think it should be real for people. I'm just going to put this picture up for a second. Y'all can look away, fast forward, whatever. But I want you to see what this man did to this woman. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Yeah, and the reason I'm saying this is because domestic violence is real. Domestic violence is still rampant and all of that. I believe that you did that. Some things to me add up in regards to that, Aaron. Of course, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Cool. If you watch season 10 and you saw the behavior of Denise, she knew what was up. I felt like when people were trying to accuse her of sleeping with Brandy came on here and said all that crap. You can tell by her behavior that, look, we can't go into this. She cried when they were telling her what Brandy was saying when they were in Italy. Remember that? So the things and how I'm seeing things, even when Brandy said, even though she thinks that Denise was trying to trick her into sleeping with her, Brandy says that they opened up the relationship. That Denise said that they have an open relationship, and that's why she felt comfortable to sleep with Denise, because she hates cheaters and da 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 da. After they had sex, Brandy says that Denise told her, "You cannot tell Aaron because he will kill me." She felt like that was a manipulation tactic. Let's say that they did sleep together and she said all that to Brandy. Can't you see that could be something that Denise didn't really want out there? Now, cheating is cheating. Now, I'm not condoning cheating. So you could say that that's a manipulative tactic. However, she knows her husband, who could have possibly been a violent person. I'm just saying, look at it from another point of view. If Denise and Brandy did hook up, and if Denise said those things. So, no. I'm telling you, go back to season 10, Beverly Hills. Y'all thought she was just trying to run out of situations. I don't think that she was able to really say anything, because y'all really messing with this marriage and y'all really don't know what this man is like behind closed doors. Even though she married him. So, as of right now, I don't believe you, Aaron. If you come up with some more evidence or some type of evidence, maybe I'll change my mind. Also, now Aaron has responded. He denies all claims of abuse. He says that it's damaging, and I think he said it was hurtful in People magazine. And now he's going on different media circuits, and he's alleging that Denise was cheating, and also that she has an alcohol and drug addiction. She takes Vicodin and all this stuff. She's always high off of something, and that was the downfall of their marriage. How he explains possibly how she got this black eye is because of her being on this stuff. Are you saying that she slipped and fell and got that type of bruise in her eyes like that? I already reported early on that Aaron was seeking all of this spousal support because he doesn't have a job. I don't know if I said that part, but he doesn't have a job. He lost his job, so he wants that spousal support. Abuse allegations are going to be crazy, but you're in California, and this divorce is going to be wrapped up for years, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the latest update from what I've been seeing. I didn't go into really depths and thorough, but I just wanted to bring that out there. Aaron, I don't believe you. I believe that you did hurt that woman physically. Whether there were affairs or not, that could be true too. That could be true. All right, so let me move on to Jackie Christie and Chantal. First and foremost, I do not watch Basketball Wives. I stopped watching during the season of colorism. After that season, I couldn't stand it. And do you know that I first felt a way about OG bringing up colorism? But I had to really sit and listen to her and really get a different point of view. Basketball Wives started this whole colorisms conversation, and of course it's migrated onto other reality TV platforms when the offense and the discrimination takes place. We've seen it on The Real Housewives of Potomac. We've seen it on Love and Marriage, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Is it Atlanta? Yeah, or is it Atlanta or Miami? Whichever one it is, that's where it is. We've seen it happen, and we've seen racism. So I have no clue why this show is still on. Nobody really wanted to take accountability, and they still let the ringleader of discrimination still be one of the main leads on this cast. Anyways, there's this clip going around. Of course, we saw in the trailer, I saw it, and of where it looked like Jackie Christie put her hands on Chantal. It's known out there about Jackie's motherhood and how much of a shitty person she is towards her children. Her other daughter, and now this daughter. As far as I was seeing in some of the clips, it looks like her and Jackie were getting along at first in the season. Then she's getting into it with Chantal's getting into it with other people. Jackie wanted to know what is the boundary as far as coming in and defending, and sometimes Chantal wanted her to defend her, and then sometimes not, and then back up and say, how come you didn't defend me, da 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 da. Then it just turned into this whole pile up against Jackie because now Chantal has all these issues. Chantal is now bringing up everything, or Chantal, whatever her name is, everything that's wrong in her and Jackie's relationship. I do know that the other daughter, it starts with a T, whom Evelyn wanted to exploit. A few seasons, well, not a few seasons ago, but this is before the colorism thing, to really come at her, to come at Jackie. This is twice that Evelyn has been involved in trying to make sure that Jackie is seen in a certain light. This is coming from somebody, as I'm talking, I don't know if I'm defending Jackie or if I'm defending Chantal. Or Chantal. It's gonna sound like I'm defending Chantal or Jackie. In a moment, I'm going to defend Jackie as to what happened last night. However, I'm a product of having one of the worst relationships with my parent, just like so many others. So, with me, it'll be 8 years come Thanksgiving that I have not spoken to my mom. Her decision. I text her, Happy Thanksgiving. She waited a whole day, I believe, the day after Thanksgiving, and she texts back, don't ever text me. No, we didn't have no words that day. So, however, there's a lot of history of us being at war, and everything came to head when my dad and my brother passed away in 2017. They passed away less than 24 hours from each other. So from that point on, there's been nothing. So even though I speak up for Jackie in one instance, don't think that I'm on her side. And I think that Chantal is wrong in some ways too. Even as me being someone who is a product of some mistreatment from their parents, basically. My father's deceased, though. Anyways, last night's episode, I didn't know this. I just saw the clip of when Jackie assaulted Chantel. Did y'all see the clip beforehand? They had another sit down. And as Jackie's been doing all season, when Chantel wants to come up here and wants to confront stuff, and Jackie leaves because and I think that people are like, oh no, she's being scared. She's not really confronting anything. She's the girl really wants to have a conversation. Jackie's always, as far as what I'm seeing, Jackie's always willing to come to the table and let's have a conversation, but you're not going to talk to me stupid. And the only way I think at this point, if anything's going to be resolved between those two, there has to be a mediator. Not with cameras, not with Evelyn, not with Brandy, not with Jennifer, not with Ming Lee, not with these helpers that don't care about Jackie nor Chantel. But y'all want scenes and y'all want drama for this show. And y'all don't care about the relationship, but y'all need the ratings. So when I saw Jackie, as she has been doing, getting up when she knows that it's going left, Jackie's just by, doing her little thing, blah, 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 blah. Chantel gets up when Chantel was the provoker. She was saying from her seat, that's why your husband's going to leave you, and that's why your children don't want to talk to you. I mean, that right there would have been fighting for me, where I would have jumped on you right then and there. Baby girl. I would have came back and jumped on you. But no, Jackie kept going. And then this girl gets up. Jackie didn't say nothing wayward to her as far as the scene went. She gets up and she's going towards Jackie. Jackie keeps walking away. Why are you running? Come on and talk to me. Why are you running? Da 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 da. She already said goodbye. And you're pushing and antagonizing the situation, and you're antagonizing Jackie. She needs to come back because she knows. And then you start with a threat. I forgot what the threat was. It was a threat, y'all. There's clips online. She threatened the girl like she was going to beat her ASS. I said, wait a minute. Jackie's been walking away. Jackie's not even saying anything insulting to you or anything to prompt you to do those things. You're doing this. It feels like you're doing this for the camera. Do I feel like you have a right to feel the way that you feel? Most definitely. But I think you're trying to give what the producers want you to give. And I think that is just so dumb of you as far as a relationship. But if you don't care about the relationship, I see why you're running and doing the things and moving the way that you're moving. I will say this. Excuse me. So then they have another sit down. I want to know who in production thought it was a great idea for them to have another sit down. The girl was just threatening her. So Jackie allows Chantel to come to her hotel room, and they talk, or try to talk, and it gets crazy right away. Because it's not going to be a civilized conversation. Jackie asks her to go. And of course, she's arguing all this way. See, oh, you're always like this. You're a terrible mother. Da 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 da. She gets up and goes to the door, opens the door, and she still wants to argue. When bye, you look better. Jackie's like, bye, you look better on your way out. Da 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 da. Little stuff that she be saying all the time to anyone on the show. Nothing provoking like that, Chantel comes back in and she's opens the door and then comes back in, and Jackie's like, look, I need you to go. Jackie gets up and she's headed towards the door. All of a sudden, this girl says, don't touch me, and shoves Jackie. And Jackie came back and rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, on her face. That's what I saw. There's one person so debonair. Shout out to him. He says that Jackie touched her first. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, y'all. If y'all saw it, let me know. He even has a screenshot where he's saying that, oh, Jackie touched her, as far as escorting her out. And then he has the argument of, don't put your hands on that person, and that's why she did what she did. I saw it as a manipulation tactic. I saw how that girl ran into the group of all people. How come you call your daddy? since he's supposed to be leaving your mama. But you go to this group, and of course the group only hear your side, and they side with you right away. Evelyn, of course, got something to say until you start talking about Shanice. Again, this is coming from someone who does not have a relationship with their parent. I've been through a lot of hell with my parents, especially my mom. And it's so crazy, I was a mama's boy growing up. Until I realized what type of person she really was. And for me to at least lobby for Jackie in that moment, ma'am, you should have left 2 to 3 minutes before all of this happened. You should have left. But I think you got caught up in the cameras. I think you got caught up in seeking revenge on this woman who's been evil, who didn't have your back on this show. And you wanted to bring her down. Chantal. Or Chantel. That's what I think. Y'all can fight me on it if you want, but I don't see it any other way. This show can't fix it. I blame VH1, the production company, and Shawnee. Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all pushed. Y'all wanted the cast to push. Keep pushing and pushing. And now assaults, physical assaults have happened. And it don't matter to you because you got the ratings and the buzz that y'all needed for this show. I find that to be sick. Everything is not reality TV. It's a reality, yeah. Everything ain't for this. It's not entertaining. Don't nobody want to see a parent and child physically fighting. They did it on Baddies with Tokyo Tony and Black China, now Angela. Don't nobody want to see that. But I would say shame on you, VH1, but no. This is typical behavior from you. Typical. So, I ain't got nothing for y'all, but you got what you wanted. Congratulations, Shawnee O'Neal, whatever your last name now. Congratulations to the production company and congratulations to VH1. Thank you for the exploitation of this detrimental moment that's always going to be catched on film for this family that's shattered. Jackie, I believe what they say about you, though. I do believe it. I do believe it. I do believe it. People are saying, well, they signed up for this. Yeah. Jackie should have stopped it, but she's not in charge of casting. And I don't think that it was planned for this to happen. Chantel went rogue, I think, in my opinion. I believe what the children are saying also. I don't have no words for it. I don't think... God is the only one that can fix this. That's it. On to Malcolm Jamal Warner, who's most known for his role as Theodore Huxtable on The Cosby Show. We saw them for 8 years on NBC. It's been in syndication forever and a day. I grew up on that show, love the show, and it will always be a classic to me, and honor everyone that's on that cast. To me, Malcolm Jamal Warner is, and because of his role as Theo, he's a brother. Some would say, oh, cuz, family. No, he's brother. He passed away over the weekend. He was on vacation with his family. I know at least his wife. There was an updated thing where he drowned. He went for his routine swim that he usually does. He was swimming in the ocean and a current ended up sweeping him away. So that's how he drowned. My condolences to the family. He's a good person. I just watched a clip from Melissa Ford's podcast that she has. She had him on as a guest earlier this year. Basically, his last interview. Some of y'all playing his last clip and waterproofing them. Why? Why? Saying this is the last time. This was the last video he made before his untimely unaliving. Why would y'all do that? Just for content, just for likes, and for an IG check or YouTube. This person is still a human being. Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was a humanitarian, a father, a husband. He went on to have other successes outside of The Cosby Show. the most he's known for is the Cosby Show. He had a show, was it called Malcolm and Me, or back when UPN had black shows on there, had their own black shows and all that good stuff. He's been on several dramas. He was just on a show for Fox. He did an arc on 911. He's a musician, he's a singer, he's a poet. And he said in his interview with Melissa Ford, as far as his legacy, what did he want to be known for? His father had told him at some point that you're a good man. And he said that's the best thing that in life, is that my legacy that I want to leave is that I'm a good man. And to get that from your father, that type of affirmation, he was 54 years old when he passed. All I gotta say is that you lived a good life. We're in our if people are dying in their 50s and 40s and 30s, it's not this 80s thing anymore, y'all. Whatever hang-ups you have with people, deal with them. If you choose to deal with them, but make sure that you can still live with yourself if by chance you don't get to make it right with someone. And don't forget about the legacy that you're leaving. What can people really say about you? Are people gonna have to make up things about you at your funeral? Or can they actually say the good things that are really about you? Or is it going to be quite shallow? So just remember who you are. Remember what legacy in life you want remembered about yourself, and remember the people that are still left here that you could possibly get it right with them. That's all I have in this Speak Up. I'll have another video, I think, tomorrow. There's other topics, but let me know what you think of these topics and give me your input. If y'all read more in depth or I didn't give enough depth, let me know. And I will catch you in the next video. Like, comment, share. Peace.